Wells here with Veteran Caregivers, and we are showing an approval letter for the aid and attendance pension for a married veteran. And we can see here that the numbers for the approval rate are slightly below what the maximum pension rate, which is for the 2021, is $2,296. So we're close, but what happened in this scenario is the client gave us just their bank account information. And so that's the net, not the gross of your income from Social Security, because when your premiums for Medicare come out, then that's what deposits in your bank account. So the VA essentially, what is frustrating here is the VA knows what your gross is at they know what that is. They look it up and they see. So we reported the net. Obviously, the difference is the Medicare premiums. And the VA is very frustrating here because essentially what we have to do is go back and simply fill out a form that proves the premium amounts, and we'll get that number right back up. So it's a simple fix. It's just an annoyance. But right at the moment, it's costing this veteran a little over $200 in extra cash each month. And I don't want to bash the VA because they do, actually in a lot of ways, they do a lot of good things. But this is one thing that's really frustrating. There's no reason to cause that frustration. But I mention this to you because this is what veteran caregiver, this is a part of our service to you. When we catch these things, this is an approval letter that comes into us. Most people read their approval letter, they read it, they go through. It's a pretty lengthy, info. So this, again, this paragraph right here is talking about what I just mentioned. On the application, you reported that you received this amount in Social Security. You take that plus his wife's Social Security, and it adds up to the numbers we're talking about. But let's see here. Here it is. However, the Social Security Administration has reported that your actual gross rate is entitlement are different numbers than what were reported. My point being is I don't think the VA is purposely doing that. A lot of people think that's a purposeful thing. They're doing it to save a couple $100. That's not what it is. They're just doing things by the book, like any military organization. And it's one of those things that's just irritating because common sense says, look, that's the premium coming out. Just give it to them. But they're going to make you prove it. So again, if it were you on your own and you're fighting through this, you may not even know that happens. Most people would read this approval letter and go, hey, I got $2,000. Hey, I got something. Way to go. These guys are missing out on $200 a month. We're going to go get it for them. That $200 a month over 12 months of time is $2,400 a year. $2,400 a year for an individual that is in this classification of income. We're talking combined, husband and wife were making together take-home pay about $2,000 a month. That extra $200 for them is a big deal. Think about it. That's groceries. That's paying electricity bills. That's a big deal for them. And so we work hard to go back. I just wanted to mention this to you guys because a lot of times, what does Veteran Caregivers do? Who are we? What are we, behind the scenes, what are we doing? Well, we get this approval letter in. We don't accept that it's below the maximum pension. We're going to go, and here's a simple fix too. This is not that hard. All we got to do is get the Social Security notification letter that comes out every January. Everybody receives one who receives Social Security. Clearly states how much money you're getting for gross, and it clearly states how much money comes out for your Medicare premiums, which are deductible, and the VA will recognize that. So what are we going to do? We're going to reach out to this veteran. We're going to get that documentation. If they don't have it in hand, we're going to help them get it from the Social Security Administration and get them this extra $200 per month. Anyway, guys, just wanted to mention to you, remember again, this one paragraph, very, very important. We allowed medical expenses of $27,000 plus here, and that was deductible in September. That's them paying for care each month or medical expenses, other things besides just in-home care. A decrease in these expected medical expenses is a change in income. Again, that's very confusing. What does that mean? Why would that be a change in income? It's because the VA, whatever your income is, you can subtract all your medical expenses and get your income down to zero, which then gives you the full pension, not just a part of the pension. So to prevent an overpayment, you would have to repay in the future. Immediately report any decrease in these unreimbursed medical expenses, meaning they've got $27,000 of expenses right now. What does that all entail? I don't know. I'm not looking at their case right at the moment, but I can tell you a big portion of that, if not all of that, is for in-home care. Obviously, they have more medical expenses that weren't counted here because they didn't put their Medicare premiums in, right? So we're going to go, that's going to increase. And because it's increasing, that means their pension amount will increase. So obviously, if you were to take away in-home care, your pension's going to go away, or it could either completely eliminate, or a portion of it, big chunk of it, could be eliminated. That's why we're here, is to help you prevent from doing that. And I can't tell you how many times I get veterans who call us 6 months, a year after they're receiving the pension, and then they're like, well, I think I should have to, I should be able to keep all this money. No, the VA is paying you to pay the caregiver company to do their work. So if you're watching this video and you're a veteran who's in that situation and you're getting a little, you want that, I understand why you'd want the cash. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't want the extra money? It's not made for that. Some of this is your cash, depending upon your income. And veteran caregivers will clearly state that. It will prove it to you in the documentation from the VA, how much of it is your cash that you can spend however you want. It's based upon your income amount. And then we'll also tell you how much is being reimbursed to you for the medical expense that you're spending for either in-home care, it could be fall alert systems, insurance premiums, like we're talking about in this case with this particular veteran. Those are things that we do. We help you navigate through that whole maze. So if you're watching this video, you're confused, if you have any questions, please reach out to us, 888-653-1020 or veterancaregiversofamerica.com.